Hey there, beautiful Aries. Come on in. Let's do your energy forecast for the week of, what is it? It'll be for July the 7th through to the 13th. All right, so once again, I am starting off using the Enlightened Moments deck. This is the deck I just bought while I was at Arthur Findlay Spiritualist College in the UK a couple of weeks ago. I'm also going to use my Oracle of the Fairies, which I also bought at AFC. For those of you that don't know, Arthur Findlay is basically Hogwarts for adults, and I go every year to expand and learn more how to deepen my mediumship and psychic abilities. So let's just get to it here, Aries. I should put on my glasses. I know I'm going to end up reading something here. So again, Enlightened Moments. This is going to give you your overarching energy for the week ahead here. And we have for you, Nourished by the Fountain of Truth. Isn't that a beautiful one? It says, what matters in life is that you live your life with integrity. Are you willing to grow by honoring your truth and have the courage to express it? When you honor your truth, you come home to yourself. Whether you need to stand up for yourself by being the voice of truth or by being honest regarding your feelings, why delay? To speak freely in a non-judgmental way can unburden the soul and renders clarity. Accept the opportunities for personal development that are being presented to you to nourish your soul. Basically saying there's no religion higher than truth, people. And I get it. For some people, it's very, very difficult to speak their truth, or always worried about judgment, or just never really got in the habit of speaking up for themselves. I used to be one of those people way back when. I used to have that saying, it's better to sit back and be thought a fool than to speak up and remove all doubt. I lived by that. Right? I lived by that, and I would always sit quietly, especially in a group of people. And I still struggle to this day with small talk. Not my best, right? Get me into a subject where I'm passionate about it, or I have knowledge about it, and then I can get comfortable, and then I can just chat to my heart's content. But just to sit and make small talk about weather and politics and stuff like that, I don't have the knack for it, and it makes me extremely uncomfortable. But this is about speaking your truth and learning how, because I had to learn to, I'm still uncomfortable in certain situations, but I do know how to speak up for myself. I used to be one of those people that if I went to a restaurant and I was served a shitty meal, I would likely eat it anyways. Or if it was really, really bad, I wouldn't eat it and then just say I wasn't hungry. I wouldn't. But now I'm like, this food sucks and I'm not paying for it. Like, I speak up, right? And I had to learn to do that. And that's what this card is saying for you this week, is learn how to speak your truth and not worry about the judgment of others or how they're going to take it. When we're speaking from our heart, from our soul, we don't have to worry about how other people are going to take it, because it's our truth, and how other people take it doesn't really matter, right? That's taken me a long time to figure that out. And hopefully that's the lesson that you're beginning to onboard as well at this time. All right, let's switch it over to these fairies, Oracle of the Fairies now. I'll pull 3 cards from this deck, and we'll just sort your week out a little bit further. See what the speaking your truth is all about. See if more is revealed. Again, this is for the week of July the 7th through to the 13th for the sign of Aries. All right, Aries, we have for you, beginning to flourish. Love this for you. If you're speaking your truth and able to flourish, what a beautiful, glorious reward for opening up and talking and communicating your feelings and your thoughts. The Lotus Flower Fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your any light on any unclear areas of your life or that of others. So it's really about allowing yourself to not let other people assume things about you, assuming, especially if they're incorrect, right? They assume that you're quiet, or that you don't know this, or you're too much that, or whatever. And so you fall into that, it's better to sit back and be thought a fool than to speak up and remove all doubt. And this is saying, no, if you truly want to flourish, you need to step into your own and allow yourself to shine lights in those areas of yourself maybe you're not that fond of or proud of or whatever, and shine light in there and learn to embrace that aspect of yourself. Because if you're sitting there hating yourself in any aspect whatsoever, you're really working against your soul's purpose, right? How can you resolve your inner and outer world if your inner world is fighting you, right? That's the battleground that needs to be taken away right off the bat. Just taken away, right? And it's a process, not a one and done. I get that. Again, another lesson here, but that's Another tale for another time, people. This is all about you and you learning to speak your truth and communicate your feelings, and don't let others make assumptions about you and then just sit there stewing in those assumptions, right? It doesn't work out in your greatest and highest good ever. Okay? By the middle of the week, we're looking at precious time. Right? And it says here, the fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and take the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time or yours. Life is precious. And I get sometimes we get so caught up in the living from moment to moment to moment that we forget we're here but for a blessedly very short time, which means we have a very short time to not only figure out who we are, but figure out how to like ourselves and how we're expressing ourselves in this lifetime as well. And I do feel like this is the task at hand right now at this moment for you, Aries, is to be able to speak your truth, communicate your thoughts and your feelings, shine your light in those darker corners of self, and then learn to not only like but love what you find. All right? We all have just but precious, precious time here. And we always think we have tomorrow, and yet tomorrow's never promised, right? And everything in moderation. So that doesn't mean you go out there whooping her up today and every day because you know, life's a party. That's not what it's about. It's about moderation and doing things in balance, and doing the things you feel like you have to do, that you're required to do for whatever reason, because of financial obligations or whatever it is. There are certain things we are required to do in life. Show up for work if we want to get paid, kind of stuff. But that doesn't mean that you're to give your entire life over to work, or your entire life over to play, or your entire life over to family. You have to have balance. It has to be your home life, your work life, your inner life. And all of that together has to have some sort of moderation to it, right? Yes, get out there and have a good time. Life is a good time, right? That old saying, not every day is good, but there's good in every day. Learn to find the good in your day. It's really something to hold on to. And it says, is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? So try to eat mindfully and healthily, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. Eating is just one example, right? Moderation, everything in moderation. So finding that balance that's right for you, Aries, and your balance may not be my balance. That's none of my concern, right? As long as it works for you, that's what's important. All right. Take care. Blessed be. Please do hit the like, share, and subscribe. If you're so inclined, do hit the notification button and watch for the upcoming mid-July monthly forecast coming out as well. Blessed be one and all. I hope to see you back here real soon. This is Intuitive Lee signing off.